A quick update on a recent 4th edition box I was following. So this sold for about $800. Only had 6 bids from a little known, not very well known seller. So I would expect other 4th edition sealed boxes to go for much higher if they sold through more well known sellers. Um, mm, Looks like your average detail or average condition for the box anyway. Um, but what's interesting is I haven't seen very many of these for sale. I'll go to, uh, let's see, start at Star City Games. They're out of stock. Looks like the previous one they had listed was $6.99. And these are all the stores I check. I check prices at all these stores whenever before I buy anything on eBay, just to give me a good idea of how much it should cost. Go to or what a fair price is for it. It's out of stock at Cool Stuff Inc. Let's go to TCG Player. They only have one, and it's for $900 from seller Wizards Cupboard. That's pretty rare to only see one of these for sale, and the fact that it's $900, which is $100 more than the most recent one that sold on eBay. Card Kingdom's out. The last one I bought from Card Kingdom, I think I even made a video about it. It was $5.99. So if you bought it for $600, you could have sold it right now on eBay for about $800. No, that doesn't include tax, shipping, and of course eBay seller fees and all that, which really eats into your profits, to be honest. So whenever you're looking at these prices and you think, okay, I bought it for 600, sold it for 800, which in a few months that's a pretty good rate of return, but you got to take into account you got shipping, you got sometimes sales tax, you got eBay seller fees if you're selling it through eBay, and plus you got to pay taxes on your profits. So if you bought it for 600, that's your cost. You sell it for 800, so you're going to pay taxes on that 200. Of course, once you factor in shipping, taxes, eBay seller fees, and all that, you're really only paying taxes on, $150, let's say. But still, 20%, 15 to 20, let's say 15% taxes. We have a progressive tax here in the United States, but you average it out, most people are going to be paying about 15% um, on your $150. And so that really does, when you consider everything, it does eat into your profits. Out of stock at Troll and Toad for $7.50. So these are all the sites I check. Card Kingdom, Troll and Toad, TCG Player, Cool Stuff Inc., Star City Games, ABU Games. I think they're out. Nope, they have one at ABU Games, but it's ridiculously overpriced. Of course, you should never pay over $1,100 for a box of 4th edition. Of course not. That's crazy. But I was surprised when I saw this. There was only one for $900 on TCG Player. So let's go back to the eBay listing that just ended. Like I said, if you look at my videos, I was saying how $5.99 was a good price for these not too long ago, and I picked one up at Card Kingdom for $5.99. I thought that was a great deal, and it turns out to be true. Um, yeah, so this one sold, and it only had 6 bids. Yeah, look at that. We'll do a quick eBay search, MTG sealed box 4th edition English. Let's see how many of these are up for sale right now. You got one for $850. That's in English. $875. There's that ABU Games one for $1125. $1,200. $2,000. Of course, that's Japanese. No, Korean. That's a Korean one. You always got to be careful about that. Um, yeah, that's neat. Only 3 hours left. I'll look into that. That'd be fun to have. Only $20. Uh, let's see. This is a Italian. You always got to be careful in the language. Make sure you're buying the right language. So, just wanted to show you that this just sold for $800. So, as opposed to a lot of other things that have been recently losing value or the market's been softening, looks like, and I don't know why this is. Maybe it's just the nostalgia. Maybe somebody's doing a buyout, but it seems like the 4th edition is definitely still increasing in value rather rapidly. In a couple of months, it increased $200. I think that's a pretty good rate of return given everything I just mentioned. But um, so I'll have to do a little more, keep an eye a little bit more on other core sets. Maybe the core sets are holding their value and continuing to increase in value, and it's only other things. Because I recently saw a box of Mirage that sold for like 800 or 900, and usually those are listed for over 1,000, sometimes 1,200. So that's softening, but it looks like this fourth edition is definitely still increasing in value, so that is a good sign. We'll see in the coming weeks and months what happens with the sealed MTG finance. Talk to you later.